Hello everyone, welcome back to Master Detective Archives Raincoat. We are finished with all of the investigations we can do into the Chapter 1 case of the Nailman killings, which are all said to be locked room mysteries. We investigated each and every one of the murder scenes, we've interrogated everyone we can interrogate, and now it's time to get ourselves back to the sub and head on into the Mystery Labyrinth to solve this thing. Now, we might be able to get this done in one episode, but I'm not counting on it. It's most likely going to be split into two, so just kind of be aware for that. Yeah, let's go. I do appreciate that they let you know. Because yeah, we're basically not being able to explore the city again until Chapter 2. A meat bun shop in Kamasaki District, relatively new compared to all the others. Alright, turn it on first.
It's about time.
Hey, wait! You said I had 3 hours, huh? My watch says I still got 5 minutes!
You need to get your watch repaired. Oh dear. The watchmaker is currently detained as a suspect. Just throw away that piece of trash then. Besides, you're out of time anyway. Take him away.
Wait! Whoop! Yuma! I knew you'd save me!
I love Yako's voice actor. He does such a great job.
I was the one investigating the Nailman murders.
Oh, I see. So, you're the one who interfered with our work at the clock tower. Well, I will honor your courage for confessing and turn a blind eye to that incident.
Okay, that's very magnanimous of you.
You must drop this case. If you do, we will leave without pursuing any further action. That'd be the ideal solution for all of us. What do you say?
To hell with that.
Yuma, think carefully about this. Solving the case is good and all, but think about my well-being, please.
No, sorry,
Dropping
Chief.
the case would end this peacefully, but still.
Please! Get my dad back from them! Please!
You may be a trainee, but you are still a detective. Once you have accepted a job, you must finish it.
I can't back down now. The Nailman killings haven't been solved yet. I will find the truth. Huh?
Oh, you've said it now! There's no pulling out of this one anymore.
Nope.
Then our deal is off. He comes with us. This is for directly interfering with our work and bringing strife to Kanai Ward.
But... Please, wait! Before you go! Please listen to what I've discovered while investigating the past Nailman killings.
You investigated the previous killings. We handle all the information for those cases. Now that they're closed, there's nothing left in the crime scenes.
Wiggle.
I have no time for your lies.
The Peacekeeper report didn't say anything about the cause of death. All of the victims were strangled to death, weren't they? I suspect this fact hasn't been made public.
How did you know that?
So the cause of death was kept under wraps. I hope you see now. My investigation is legitimate.
Good to know.
Please, let me continue. I will catch the true culprit.
I don't know where you obtained that information. However, it appears that you must be arrested as well.
Huh?
Yeah, sounds about right.
You are suspected of espionage.
Ooh, espionage.
I believe an interrogation is in order. Take him away.
What? Wait, please listen to me!
You almost had it, but got too carried away, rookie.
Worry not. When you're in trouble, say my name. Halara Nightmare shall rush to your aid.
That's right! Halara! Please help! Halara Nightmare!
You just activated my trap card!
It appears you require the aid of a great detective.
Yes, please. More so one who can kick butt. Exactly like that! Yes, thank you. Ooh, that one's going for a spill. A drink, so to speak.
Halara, you came for me!
Yeah, as I said I would.
You committed acts of violence against the Amaterasu Corporation peacekeepers. Not once, but twice.
Sorry! I promised to give him a stern lecture after this.
Very stern.
Can we please keep things on the down low? Mr. Seth, are you alright?
Who do you think we are? In this town,
You are nothing but an audience.
Ah!
The resolution is premiering now. The leading role belongs not to you or me, but to Yuma.
Me?
Yes.
I'm the lead guy here?
Yes.
I've set the stage for you to solve the case. The time has come for you to risk it all as a detective. Expose the true culprit.
It's not me, I promise. Oh, hey, she called him.
What's going on?
I don't know why I was brought here. Can I go home?
So that's what you meant about setting the stage. I mean, Halara did suggest the
Can
real
confirm,
killer
it's
was
one of
among the
those
people
four.
at the church. Now I have to point them out here?
Hey, Yuma, are you sure you got this? Are you really?
Hey, don't worry, I got a
really
cheat
sure?
code called the Mystery
There's
Labyrinth.
no room to mess up here, you know?
Well... What do I do? I haven't gathered my thoughts yet. It's not like I can just ask for more time here.
You literally can.
Yeah, I don't think so. Laura seems to
Just,
know the
you
answer
know.
already, so why don't
not
you just
asking
pay
the
up
right
for
person.
it?
But that would waste
Ask
all
the
of
person
Halara's
that
efforts
can,
setting the stage for
you know,
me.
freeze time.
Huh. So you want to solve this all on your own? If you can't ask Halara for help, why don't you try asking me instead?
Correct.
You mean the Mystery Labyrinth?
The peacekeepers aren't just gonna stand by and listen to your deduction here. Things are just gonna escalate, and it might even end up with more deaths.
Oh no.
And that's where
Everyone's just kind of watching Yuma just like react to nobody and
from
just
the investigation. All
think
that's
really
left
hard.
is to solve the case with the Mystery Labyrinth.
But if I do that...
someone will die.
There's always a price to pay. When I read the soul of the true culprit, the Mystery Labyrinth created by the culprit is destroyed. But as a price, the source that created the Mystery Labyrinth also perishes.
I'm just gonna assume we'll be doing 2 episodes for this Mystery
Which
Labyrinth.
means
And all of them,
the real
although some of the
culprit
later
will
ones
die.
might be 3.
Huh? This killer's a total psycho who's already killed many others. Why do you care so much?
Is all life is sacred?
Don't you want to solve this case, Master? What about your promise to that kid?
What's wrong, Yuma? If you don't hurry, the peacekeepers will wake up.
They're like, what are you doing? Oh, damn it, I didn't wiggle.
What is this nonsense about a resolution? I don't have time for this.
Okay.
I will make you listen by force if needed. That is my job as assistant.
Well, you better
What?
Ah, yes. So I guess I probably could have done this segment last episode. It was like 11 minutes, but that's fine. It was a good stopping point.
What's this? Has time stopped?
Yes.
Halara, how are you moving right now?
Yuma, what happened? Is this someone's forte?
Kinda mine?
Shinigami, Halara's in here too.
Not so.
You knew this would happen?
Master, you used your coalescence, remember? Your ability isn't like some one-way street. You have the power to borrow someone's abilities, and you share yours as well.
So every chapter, the person that we're kind of paired with will come with us into the Mystery Labyrinth.
Wandering into the Mystery Labyrinth because of that effect, I think.
I think.
You're not even sure?
Who are you?
This'll take too long to explain, plus I don't feel like it. So I'll take that roll over the master!
Nice.
The rabbit hole we go!
And save, yes, please. Yako's lifestyle. A complete night owl, he typically sleeps until noon, even when there's work to be done. This nocturnal lifestyle was the norm until the master detectives arrived. Hey man, I prefer to be up until 4 and up by noon. That's my favorite sleep schedule. If things could just work around that, I would be so happy. Like if I could go to the doctor's at 2 a.m. or, you know, go get groceries by catching a nice, convenient bus at like 3 a.m., I might do it. Shit. I mean, probably not, but I might. Excuse me.
Where am I?
Wiggle.
What should I do? I'll need to explain everything, won't I?
We don't have much of a choice now. No point in keeping secrets here.
Halara?
I think they'll,
Let
like,
me
fast forward
explain.
this. Yeah, appreciate that. It's a good way of
that's
catching
how
people
this
up to speed.
mystery labyrinth involving the Nailman killings materialized.
I see. So mystery labyrinths are materialization of mysteries themselves, and the truth is encased deep within. I appear to have underestimated you. This is an amazing forte. I must admit, it's quite a superhuman power. As
It's
far as I know,
pretty fucking
no
busted.
other ability comes close to this.
Basically guarantees you'll
are
always
you?
solve the case.
I refuse to think you're just a trainee detective.
To be honest, this isn't my ability.
Before you continue, tell me,
We didn't even get
who
to
is
that?
that woman beside you?
Jeez.
Her name is Shinigami. I think the simplest way to describe her is that she's a guide for the Mystery Labyrinth.
That's me! I'm also Master Scarecute Mentor.
On to my next question.
You're just gonna ignore me?
You mentioned the Nailman case just now. I had heard the rumors about that around town. Why are you investigating that case?
Huh? What are you talking about? We were just investigating the Nailman case together.
The Nailman. We were pursuing that case together?
You don't remember? There was a young boy who wanted to hire a detective and you turned him down.
I do remember you received a request from a child about some case, and you ended up seeking my help. The cost for hiring me was
That she remembers.
5,500,800 yen.
You remember the exact amount.
Of course. That's all they care
But I
about.
can't remember what the case involved. I do vaguely recall investigating something. My mind is clouded. I don't remember exactly what was being investigated or what was discovered.
Could that be?
Yeah, it's because of the Mystery Labyrinth. The Mystery Labyrinth is a fortress protecting the truth, so outsiders usually can't reach it. If someone did happen to wander in, their memories of the case would
Right,
be
because
locked
only
away.
we're the one meant
So,
to
if you
solve
have
the
a
truth.
pact
Yeah,
with me,
exactly.
you wouldn't be affected. But I guess that part of the pact can't be shared.
This is the Mystery Labyrinth's defense mechanism, then.
Yeah, so you can't bring in like
It
a whole
makes
team
sense
of
for a
people.
vault that protects its treasure, the truth, to have a significant level of security.
Otherwise, we could just bring the whole party in every time, you know?
Yep, totally not strange at all. Halara here sure is smart.
Halara.
Oh, don't mind her. She gives people random nicknames.
Anyway, since my memories of the case have been taken away, I will
That's all
provide
you
a
were doing in the
supporting
first
role
place.
for your investigation.
Supporting role?
As long as we're in here, I will act as your assistant. Well, that's the same as our original agreement.
Pretty much.
That means we can't rely on Halara's detective skills to blast through this dungeon.
Nah, we gotta be the hero.
That's unfortunate, but it's still nice to have an
Wiggle,
ally.
wiggle. Oh, that was
Hey,
close. He's
Master,
probably getting ready to
before
kick
we
out.
head into the Mystery Labyrinth, let's do that thing.
Oh no, not the thing.
Huh? What thing?
Master, are you ready to give your life for the truth?
Yeah. I am.
Gotta have the traditions. Probably a lot of power in the ceremony of it. She also probably just likes to have fun. I can't remember if it shows your partner, but I hope it shows Halara just kind of standing there, mouth agape.
Well, this world is just full of surprises.
Now do a bunch of vomiting.
I assume that sword is used to cut down enemies interfering with your progress through the Mystery Labyrinth.
You're right. It's a special sword that can interact with things here.
I better materialize the solution keys I got
Here we
during
go.
the investigation, too. That was a lot. Here you go.
Do you have to vomit them out every time?
What? Should I use a
That's what she
different
said
one
last
instead?
time too.
Sorry, please don't mind her.
Alright, we're all set. Now, let's unriddle this mystery labyrinth. Our target is the true culprit who preys on the truth.
Here we go. Our second mystery labyrinth. Let's go.
I understand that progressing through this mystery labyrinth will allow us to obtain the truth. But what happens to us if we can't find it?
We'd be lost, wandering around here forever.
But as long as we reach the truth, it doesn't matter how much time we spend here.
Oh, I forgot to mention this, but there's a time limit for solving the mystery labyrinth.
Oh, what?
There's a limit to how long you can stay in here. Stick around too long and your soul will leave your body behind. Your soul will wander until it's eventually absorbed by the mystery labyrinth, and you vanish entirely.
There's a lot she
In
hasn't
other
told
words,
us.
You die.
Probably for the better, TBH.
Why are you
Curse knowledge.
laughing? You should have told me this a long time ago!
Oh, relax. Quit whining. A detective is bound to die anyway. Isn't that right, Hellara?
It's no different from our usual line of work. A detective's life is always on the line.
See? Listen up, Master. You might learn something.
You're taking this awfully well, Hellara.
Oh, they're done yapping. There's the door. I only really run for the scenery, but you can totally just stand there while they talk and then run forward. I think I mentioned that last time, though. Oh my.
What's this?
They seem to represent the 4 crime scenes. I assume that solving all 4 will allow us to progress.
Oh, I see.
You see? Master, this is your job. So what's first? How about starting with the clock tower, since it was the first one you investigated?
If the numbers are set chronologically, then the clock tower would be the 4th locked room mystery.
First off,
Aren't you going to check the scene of the clock tower first? Let's go once you're ready. Clock tower crime scene? Yeah, okay. I'm just wanted to chat. I'll be told where to go. God. Interesting scenery. Alright. Hi, vibrating doll.
Going to the 4th locked room?
Yes, please.
This is an exact replica of the clock tower crime scene. Shinigami, you didn't recreate it with your powers, did you?
No, I can only do that when I hit you so hard in the head.
Maybe it's
you
because
almost
we have
died.
Alara with us.
It looks to me like the crime scene materialized in the labyrinth
Like
on
it's
its
using
own.
her forte as a tool.
the 4th locked room is the latest chronologically, correct?
That's right. And this is also what got me involved in the Nailman killings.
What are the details of the case? Try to tell me as concisely as possible.
The crime was a locked room murder inside the storage room of a clock tower. In the middle of the room was a woman's corpse covered in countless nails.
I mean, I'm sure you can count them
Which
pretty easy.
means that's the corpse.
Yeah, there were also lots of dolls nailed to the walls. It looked just like one of those bizarre crime scenes left behind by that Nailman guy from the urban legend.
Hence the Nailman killings. From the look of it, the door was locked from the inside.
Yeah, it was locked until the body was discovered.
There's only one window, and its shutters were down as well. I see. So the shutters were locked too.
This is the 3rd floor of the clock tower. It's too high up to jump from here.
So it really is a locked room mystery.
Wiggle.
Hey, if this is a locked room, aren't we stuck in here too? Oh no! Master! You're trapped unless you solve this mystery!
That's how it be.
Otherwise, you'll run out of time and your soul gets snuffed out! You better hurry!
Hey!
Ah, yes. Her favorite. Where did the culprit flee from?
I see. So that's how to make the
Just
questions
doesn't
appear.
bat an eye.
I'm surprised you're so calm after seeing that.
I know exactly where they got out from. There.
Here! It has to be here!
The culprit must have escaped through the window.
And your reasoning?
When I arrived at the scene, the window shutters were closed. It was wet underneath the window, but I could tell it was already starting to dry.
Which means the window was open not too long ago.
It's likely the culprit escaped through the window and closed the shutters on the way out.
Is it possible to close the shutters from the outside?
Yes, this style of shutter automatically locks, so if you let go of the shutters at the right height, its momentum pulls it down, and once down, it locks all on its own. In other words, the culprit held up the shutters while moving outside, and once they let go, it automatically locked.
In that case, let's try leaving this locked room in the same way.
Right, let's try it.
Not quite, though.
The nailman
Hi, Seth.
have already been solved.
Is he that peacekeeper?
It's a mystery phantom! The people covering up the case in the real world are manifested like that here to stop us!
Hi, Seth.
You think the culprit really escaped from here? This high up?
Interesting design, too.
If you fall, you die. Why don't you give it a try?
Help!
Whee! Oh, and Halara, too.
Hey, don't drag me down with you!
We can't leave a guest behind, Halara! It would be downright unmannerly!
Yeah, wherever we're going, you're coming with us.
Yuma, the Mystery Labyrinth is a manifestation of a mystery, so solving it will get us out of this, right?
I
Love the
think
free
so.
fall stances.
The culprit wouldn't have fallen out of the window like we did. They would need a tool to get up and down.
A tool?
You should have found something during the investigation. I was helping you, after all.
So we couldn't
You
have
must
failed.
have seen the answer with your own eyes. Try to remember.
Master, concentrate!
What did the culprit use to escape from the high location?
Must be it!
I appreciate that it was the first one.
That's it! We found the burnt remains of that rope in the incinerator at the church. The culprit had used that rope to escape through the window.
What traces did using the rope leave behind? No. 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 Oh, actually, yes, that happened to be the right one. I thought he was talking about the footprints
The nail
on the
that was
ground.
stuck in the doll under the window had some rub marks on it. The culprit must have tied the rope there. That's why those nails have been hammered in below the window.
It wouldn't be possible to climb down a rope simply hooked onto a window, unless you've had special training for it. There's no way an amateur could manage it. That can't be how things went down.
Hi, giant megaphone.
In that case, it couldn't have been an ordinary rope. It must have been...
What's that? I can't hear you!
The rope's burnt remains originally. I don't actually remember what this was. Ladder, maybe? Oh, okay.
I'm right here with you.
It's definitely a rope ladder. Assuming that was me bouncing a beam back. And now we're getting sucked all the way back up, back into the room. With the rope ladder intact.
Ow! We're alive, I think.
Yuma, are you okay?
Yeah, thanks.
Look at you willingly
saved
grabbing
me,
her
Halara.
hand.
Correct.
Must be
It's all
used
thanks
to,
me. Money well
it
spent,
even
no?
subconsciously.
Well, it was a lot of money.
Come on! Are you two just gonna keep staring at each other all day? Let's get
Come
out
on,
of this
let me
locked
ship it.
room.
Right.
So this is the rope ladder in question. It certainly would help you escape. The details of the case are still unclear to me. Was this found in the church's incinerator?
That's right. It didn't concern me at the time, but it makes sense now. The rope can be folded in the middle, and then the ends can be connected together. And that's how they made a rope ladder.
What makes you so sure it was used here?
The nail under the window showed signs of friction from a rope, and had some yellow fibers on it. A clergy member showed me the rope's burnt remains, and I noticed it was the same yellow color. And there were footprints on the ground below the window of the clock tower, facing the wall. Thinking about it now, these were clearly signs that someone climbed down the rope ladder and landed there.
Wait, wasn't the rope ladder hitched on that nail? How did they get it down from the bottom?
The culprit could have cut it one rung at a time as they descended. By the time they reached the bottom, it would have been one long single rope, which they could easily pull down.
The window's shutters fell due to its weight and locked automatically, completing the locked room.
Yep, that's a stellar deduction. Major props. To me for training you!
Yeah, that tracks.
The culprit used that rope ladder to escape the clock tower. What of it?
He's back!
That doesn't change our
he was
verdict
inside at the time?
The watchmaker is the culprit.
Master, boom kill the mystery phantom blocking your path!
Cage match time?
Yeah!
Yeah. Reasoning deathmatch. Oh, I forgot about that.
These deductions of yours are unnecessary. It's clear who the culprit is. The watchmaker was
Double check
nearby
the
at the time of the crime.
He was.
The watchmaker was also at the scene. And he had a hammer for the nails.
Ow.
In other words, he committed the crime. After
My
committing
perfect.
the crime, just
Nope,
as you
I ducked under
deduced,
that.
he created that
My
locked
time
room.
is lost.
Oh, I thought the Fear of Heights would cut through that. Yeah. So we're not
deductions of
refuting,
yours
you
are
know, that a locked room
unnecessary.
was
It's
created.
clear who the culprit is.
He was trying to
The watchmaker was nearby at the time of the
So don't
crime.
deny that he was nearby at the scene of the at the time of the crime.
The watchmaker was also at the scene.
He was at the scene, yes.
And he had a hammer for the
He does
nails.
have an hammer.
In other words, he committed the crime. After committing the crime, just as you deduced, he created that locked room
was created.
and escaped via the rope ladder.
That is the issue because he could not have done that.
The truth!
You
The
want me to hear my
watchmaker is
song?
afraid of heights. He couldn't even look out the windows as he went up the tower. No way he climbed a rope ladder that high up. So it's impossible for him to have committed the crime. He's not the nail man. Damn you!
Yep, sure enough. small
You
snippet.
said these mystery phantoms try to cover up the case, right? Which means the Peacekeeper Seth is trying to do just that.
I don't know why, but it's clear the Peacekeepers are involved with this case.
Perhaps it is connected to Kanai Ward's ultimate secret. All the more reason to seize the truth. Let's go.
Right.
Jeez, who's the protagonist here?
By the way, Yuma, about your sword. Does it only work on cues and mystery phantoms?
The solution blade works against anything in the Mystery Labyrinth. So don't cut your allies by mistake, Master.
You could have told me that sooner.
Can I use that sword?
Ooh, so sorry. Only Master is able to use it because he made a pact with yours truly. You may be under the effects of coalescence, but you're just an extra here, Hellara. So, nope, you can't use the solution blade.
I was merely curious. Regardless, it's best I act as support, since I don't have any memories of what happened. Let's return to the case.
The sword?
Assuming the watchmaker isn't the culprit, do you have any notion of who is?
I do. Halara, during the investigation, you claimed one of the people at the church is the culprit. I think I understand the reason why now. That rope was found inside the incinerator, which only clergy members could access.
In other words, whoever tried to destroy the evidence is a member of the church. Prompt and logical. I am
retrospect,
quite impressive.
The culprit is pretty obvious considering the pool we have, but I know I definitely didn't figure it out until pretty much about when the game wanted you to figure it out.
I see.
Solve mysteries with this break into the labyrinth, catch on quick, Clara. I'm only now getting the hang of things. May look peculiar at first, but the structure is exceedingly logical. It's easy to understand. It's amazing, Halara.
You
I
know,
wonder what lies ahead. There's
Well,
always a chest at the end of a labyrinth. I'm sure you'll find some treasure. I'd rather get information about this case than treasure. That is the treasure. You dummy.
hey, a treasure chest. Can I open it?
As she opens it.
Check it out.
See?
A new solution
Information.
key.
Speaking of incinerator, boom, fire.
we're back to the original spot.
So, we cleared the first route. We just need to keep this up and go through each shrine one by one to gather clues about the culprit,
Doesn't really matter what order we
which
do these in.
supposedly leads to solving the real-life case. I'm starting to understand how the Mystery Labyrinth operates.
You learn fast. Unlike a certain master I know.
If you're so impressed, why don't you just sign a pact with Halara?
Oh, are you sulking? You're the jealous kind, aren't ya?
Says a very jealous.
No, I'm not.
God of death. Oh my god! No,
We're
I'm
short on
not.
time, aren't we? Let's move on.
Right.
I can't wait to reap the culprit's soul. What do we do next? You can choose whichever you want, so why not start with the one you're most confident with?
We'll just work our way
Let's
backwards.
see.
Could also work our way forwards, but, you know. We'll keep that burn line going.
The third locked room was a murder that happened 1 month ago in the art gallery storage in Ginma district. Pictures and paint were scattered all around the spot where a woman was boom killed.
Boom, kill.
If you think you're up for it, then let's solve this thing! Are you going to the third locked room?
Yes, please. Whee!
locked room again?
Yep.
This was the corpse that was discovered by that worshipper and the art gallery employee. At the time of discovery, the door was locked and the key was nailed to a doll inside the room. Aside from the door, the only other entrance is the window, but it opens just enough to fit a finger in. The frame itself is too small for even a child to squeeze through. How did the culprit vanish from here?
This one's... I mean, they're all a little convoluted, but this one's a little convoluted. The mansion one is probably the most convoluted. Alright, where did the culprit flee from? They left through the door.
Here! I think the culprit could have only escaped from here, but...
Nothing's happening. Maybe you made a mistake, Master.
No, that can't be right. It's impossible for anyone to squeeze through that window. They could have only gotten out through the door. I'm sure the culprit had the key and locked the door from the outside after committing the crime.
The culprit just used a copy of the key? Would that really be considered a locked room mystery?
Well, there are only 2 keys to the storage space, and the design makes them impossible to duplicate. I learned that thanks to you, Halara.
One of the keys is always carried by that one employee. It was used when the body was first discovered, right? And the only other key was nailed through a doll onto a painting. So, it is a locked room mystery! Right? Right? Oh, that's totally it.
I see. I suppose you could call it that. Hey, Yuma, can you go check outside of that window?
Oh, just like before.
They're already on the exact same thought pattern.
Yeah, you made me do the same thing in the real world when we were investigating this place.
I see. Then the answer has already been confirmed. Very well. This locked room is solved.
Huh? Wait, did you already solve this mystery?
You haven't?
That was the exact same reaction before, too.
How about you go and check outside the window? Then even you will see.
Oh, it unlocked. Looks like you can go outside.
All right, let's go see.
Transition!
Hey, didn't you already check this in the real world? Why do it again?
Halara told me to check it twice. There must be an important clue outside that window.
Hey! Maybe the culprit threw the key in through the window. That way, the key would be found inside. Well, how about that theory?
It's not it, but you're closer than you think. It's the key.
Is this the storage key?
Which means... this one's a freebie!
Basically.
I was right. Just toss it in there, Master.
The culprit threw the key inside? Is that really the right answer? Did the culprit throw the key in from the window?
Master, hurry up and throw the key! Your footing's crumbling away! You're gonna fall!
That's the right answer?
How? Didn't the culprit throw the key in there? That's why the key was found inside, right?
No, the crime scene wouldn't end up like that if we threw it in. The key was nailed to a painting. That's not possible if you just throw it into the room.
Oh, Oh, right. But if the culprit didn't throw it in there, how is the key left in the room?
If you can't nail the key after throwing it...
Yeah. Oh, I thought the ground was just gonna start shaking again. No, it's just transporting us back inside.
You're back. The key vanished.
The key is in my hand.
Master! You got the doll and nail!
I see. So you're supposed to recreate the locked room in the same way the culprit did. Try it out. Doing so will create a new path.
Yeah, I'm gonna solve this.
Good luck, Master!
Don't fully remember, but I remember the gist, so we'll see how well this goes.
You have to recreate the culprit's locked room mystery. First, do something about that doll.
Oh. Thought I heard the door open. Okay, so the doll was on the painting. Oh, hi, ladder. Was it this one? I think it was.
All right, first, take the painting.
I think we're gonna prop the painting up?
Wait.
No?
It's
Okay.
too early for that step. There are other the key will be nailed to the painting at the end. But you must...
Oh, hush up. So we're gonna nail the doll to the painting.
The culprit
Yeah,
nailed the
my bad.
doll onto the painting.
I thought that'd be easier to do standing up,
Next,
I guess.
both
not.
were stood up at a certain location. The painting was stood up facing the window. Now the part with the pierced doll is right next to the window. After that...
They left.
Then the culprit went outside. The door was locked, and they went to the other side of the storage room.
Ooh, what's this? Wall.
I can see the painting and doll through the window, but I can barely fit my hand through the gap.
The doll's got a nail in it, but the problem is that key in your hand, Master.
Yeah, the culprit took the key and then...
Hanging on the nail stuck in the doll.
No.
No?
Think about the state the corpse was in at the time of discovery. The key wasn't just hanging on it. What's the next step?
I guess.
The culprit nailed the key to the painting, along with the doll from outside the window.
I feel like
Finally?
that force would push the painting back automatically, but okay. I guess I kind of missed that there were two nails in the doll. I thought there was only the one nail, and you just kind of slid it on there, but then just knock the painting down.
I pushed the painting into the room. It completes the locked room mystery.
Yep.
This is how the culprit did it.
That's number 3 done.
It took some time, but you've reached the truth behind this locked room.
Throwing the key through the window would be obvious. So to mislead us into thinking that was impossible, the key was nailed to a painting which was then pushed over.
It's one thing for an amateur, but a detective wouldn't be tricked by this.
Seriously, only amateurs would get fooled by... Wait, you mean me?
Don't you insult Shinigami?
Hey, a treasure chest! Oh, who's gonna open this one? We should let the meanest one of us open it.
How would you decide that?
Like this.
Correct.
I'm the meanest.
Although Laura can
Let's
be
check out
pretty
this
harsh
treasure.
sometimes.
Huh?
What's wrong?
It's empty.
Huh? Why? After all we went through to solve this locked room.
This must mean solving the third locked room mystery doesn't necessarily bring us any closer to the ultimate truth.
Ultimate
That's
truth.
terrible. I suddenly feel so tired.
We can't call it quits. We gotta keep going.
Yup.
All right, let's keep going and solve the remaining locked rooms.
Which means it's time for number 2, which is the mansion one. Hello? Yes, hello.
The second locked room mystery occurred 3 months ago in that mansion. The corpse was inside the study, and the room's key was found underneath the corpse. If you think you're up for it, then let's solve this thing.
This one's pretty straightforward,
Are you
even if it
going
is
to the second
a
locked
little
room?
odd.
There are dolls nailed across the room. The victim is nailed down in the same manner. And the culprit was also missing from this room? It shares common traits with the other Nailman killings.
And we're trapped again. Looks like you gotta solve the mystery of this locked room, or we're not leaving.
I'll try.
Whee!
The door was locked when the corpse was found. And the only key was underneath the body. There are no windows that could have been used to escape, and the vent is too small to fit through. So how did the culprit escape from here?
Simple, my dear Yuma. Right through the door.
Here! This has to be the spot! To leave the room, the culprit had to have taken this door to the hallway.
Huh? There's nothing special about that.
But there's no other possibility. There isn't another entrance or exit.
But the door itself was locked and the key was found under the corpse, right? After locking it from outside in the hallway, how did the culprit enter the room and put the key under the corpse?
Try it. Everything must be verified.
I'll take that, thank you.
Sure. After committing the crime, the culprit went out to the hallway with the key in hand. They then locked the door. Assuming that's the only way to create this locked room, the problem is...
What are you going to do with that key in your hand, Master?
I love the floating rotate.
Don't tell me you still have no idea.
Hold on, let me think this over. We should go back inside for now.
No.
Huh?
No going inside.
Looks like we're locked out.
This is bad, Master! You better run
Laura
or you'll
gives
fall into
exactly
the
0
abyss!
shits.
What do I do?
Calm down. You just need to solve the mystery. Doing that will open the path. You can do it, can't you?
Yes.
I got this, coach.
We have to put the key back in the locked room, right? In that case...
Because of the culprit, what happened to the key? It was...
That's right. The key could be slid through the gap in the vent cover above the door. And if they managed to throw the key right under the corpse from here...
Not quite. Right track, but not quite.
Stopped. But nothing happened. The door is still closed.
If it was wrong, a trap would have activated. So we're on the right track about the key being thrown in.
But there's more to it than that. If you simply threw it in, it'd be impossible to position it under the corpse. I see. So this is the vital clue for this locked room. I'm beginning to understand what happened here.
Oh, Lara, have you already solved the trick to this locked room?
You haven't?
Hey, quit playing hard to get and tell us. Or just me. You can whisper it in my ear.
If you want information from me, you'll have to pay a fitting price in Xian. Of course, I don't work for cheap.
That is their slogan.
You really are a devil. Trying to take money from a death god, huh?
The key was definitely tossed inside. But that doesn't explain how it got under the corpse. So, how did the culprit pull off that trick after tossing the key in? Maybe the corpse was moved? That would explain how it was on top of the key. But
Remember the blood?
how do you move a body from outside a locked room?
Aww, the way's completely blocked off.
But the only things here that can block our progress are mysteries, right?
That's true.
Funky jam.
So, we just need to solve the mystery.
At least give me a heads up first.
It says, how was the corpse moved?
I've been trying to figure it out for a while, but...
Evidence was left at the scene.
Huh?
If you look at the evidence, you'll understand what tool the culprit used to pull this off.
Tool?
That's all the advice I'll provide. You must figure out the rest yourself if you wish to be a true detective.
Got it.
Got it? You just want the mystery solved for you, huh? I can tell, because I'm your mentor. So, I'll help you out. Are you ready?
Oh.
You better be.
First minigame?
Huh? Ready for what?
Lay it all out, master!
Yep. What is... all the upgrades we have.
Are you ready to play the Shinigami
X.
puzzle?
Okay. Culprit used a...
Twirling, twirl. That's right! What's wrong?
What did I not? Oh, I thought that was a T.
Keep that up!
Said an R. It is.
Go, go, go!
Well, that was an I. Okay.
Right!
A stripe! He used a stripe. That's why this barrel is all stripes.
Right! That's right!
Swimsuit laser beam!
That's right. There was evidence of a thin string being used at the scene of the crime. A sturdy and thin string like a fishing line must have been used to move the body.
You really think a tiny string could move a whole corpse?
There he is again! That rude and gloomy guy!
That deduction is wrong. You're wrong.
What could be wrong about it? Master sounded really confident just now.
Listen. The nails in that corpse's leg pierced through his body and into the floor.
Only some of them.
Which means the corpse was fixed in place. So how could the corpse be moved?
Oh, true. If the corpse was stuck in place, it'd be impossible to move it.
Indeed. It would be impossible.
Laura, you think so too? So I was
Pay
wrong the
attention
whole
to
time?
their phrasing there, Yuma.
Huh?
Shinigami was
The
just
door!
spinning.
The truth is slipping further away!
I love all the the
Of
metaphors that
course
these
it is,
minigames are, you know?
Because your
You're on shaky
deduction
ground, the
is
truth
wrong.
is slipping away.
You people will never reach
What do you
the
mean,
truth.
you people?
This is
Detectives. He means detectives.
Master, let's take him down first!
Yeah.
Wiggle. Oh, Disney Deathmatch, okay. All with eyes gouged out.
Your deduction is wrong.
Or bloodstains on corpse. Okay, I don't know which one we're gonna have to disprove, but both of these are actual clues, so.
Do you have any proof that the corpse was moved? The corpse was fixed in place.
No, that was the right one.
Say,
Except,
Okay, it's probably gonna want this one for right now then.
Your deduction is wrong. Do you have any proof that the corpse was moved? The corpse was fixed in place. It didn't move a millimeter. In fact, that corpse shows no sign it was ever moved.
That's what we wanted.
Flash through this mystery. No, there was evidence the body had been moved. The upper and lower parts of the body bled out differently. The blood from the lower body flowed naturally outwards, along the body's outline. But blood from the upper body looks like it flowed in a downward direction, toward his hips. If the corpse was motionless on its back, there wouldn't be such unusual bloodstains. In other words, it's safe to assume the body's position was different from when it was discovered.
I hit his 3 of them.
What? What's this?
ugh, gross! We gotta hurry and get through that door.
Unusual circumstances. It doesn't matter.
Ooh, he's in stereo now.
As long as the corpse was pinned to the floor, it couldn't be moved. You can't change the truth.
Even this didn't work? Am I just wrong about it all?
He's
No,
so quick to
you're
doubt
correct.
himself.
The answer you've reached using the evidence is the truth.
Laura!
There's no doubt a fine string was used in this case. Evidence at the crime scene indicate the corpse was moved. So all that remains is to answer, how was the pinned body moved? That bizarre bloodstain holds the clue to all of this.
The bloodstain? If the bloodstain is the clue for how the body could be moved, even while pinned...
Master, we gotta chase after the door! It's getting further away!
Actually, it looks closer than it did before.
Hey, wait!
I won't let
You
you.
gonna strangle carry me the whole way? Oh no, we're flying. Okay. Position was the corpse in before it was moved. Upper body sitting up.
That's right! The corpse was sitting up at first. That's why only the wounds in the upper half of the body bled straight down.
Yeah. Alright, what's the next one? Sit the body upright with a string. Yeah. Hit the string.
The string I mentioned before was thin but sturdy. It was all over the room, holding the body's upper half in place. That's the reason only the corpse's neck had marks on it.
Why was the corpse laying on its back at the time of discovery? The string was retrieved.
The culprit then retrieved all the string that kept the corpse in place
Nice,
from outside the door.
Avatar shot.
And with nothing to support it, the
Not
top
quite the
half of the
over-the-shoulder
corpse fell
before,
back
but
to
it
the
basically
floor,
is.
just like how it was discovered.
It appears this locked room mystery will finally be solved.
Huh? When did that happen?
When you entered,
Maybe
probably.
you're supposed to recreate the locked room in the same way the culprit did. Master, you know the answer, right? Let's finish this.
Right.
You have to recreate the culprit's locked room mystery.
Wiggle. Alright, so...
Maybe you got the order wrong. First, you need to tie the fishing line.
Fine. Ooh, damage, ooh. Where is the... Oh. Well... Do we not want to start at the vent?
First,
Yeah.
a knot was tied through a slit in the vent. After that, the fishing line was drawn away to another location. In terms of sequence, it'd probably be easier to start with things that are fixed in place.
Yeah, so now we're gonna come over here. Was it this doll? I think it was.
That's
Yeah.
it! It passed.
Oh, sorry, it
And
passed
then
through
the
a
fishing
doll's
line
eye.
passed through the eye to somewhere else.
The lamp, maybe?
No, there's no need for the line to go there. You proved that yourself already.
Oh, okay, so now it's the corpse.
Right. The line was then passed around a certain point on the corpse. That was...
His big old dick.
here, behind the neck. The line ends here to support it. Now, it's clear that the line passed through the vent, the doll's eye, and ended beneath the neck.
Hang hang on. Why pull the line through the doll first? Can't you just start by pulling it from under the body?
To support the body's weight, the line needs to pass through the doll first, as it was fixed in place. Next, the fishing line.
And then I don't think we tie it anywhere else. Like, I know this is here, but I don't... Yeah, no, you just go back to the door.
Now, to return the line to the vent. This kept the corpse's upper torso in place. The room has been completely prepared. So next...
You go out.
The culprit exited through the door and locked it with the key. And then...
Culprit took it home.
The key was thrown through the gap in the vent. If the culprit managed to drop the key next to the corpse, the only thing left was to untie the line. Then... the corpse, which was supported only by the line, would fall face up on top of the key. That's how the culprit created the locked room.
And if they miss the throw, they could just...
Hooray! You did it! That's my master!
Did they throw it, or did they, like, slide it across the line? I guess they would have thrown it and just hoped they succeeded, because if they didn't, well, then... How you getting back in to... You know, to try again? Like, he's just counting on them having good aim.
The bloodstains were strange. The length of the nails driven into the upper and lower body were different. The nails on the upper half didn't penetrate all the way through the body. But the nails on the lower half went all the way through and into the floor. That was how the lower half could be secured, while the upper half could still be moved around.
That sure was tricky, but you managed to solve the mystery behind it.
You bet. One left. I think this one's probably going to be empty, too.
Looks like we finally made it to the treasure chest. Speaking of, don't you think that whoever worked the hardest should get to open it? Which is me, of course.
Of course, naturally. Oh, no, we get something out of this one.
This is probably another
Just
clue
about the
leading to
fishing
the
line.
culprit. I'm not sure how we use it. Still, it must be used for something. Hold on to it for now.
Fire Inferno! Inferno Pillar? Inferno Pillar, that sounds
Let's
way
solve
better.
the rest.
Right.
Not redundant. Alright, last one.
The first locked room happened 6 months ago in a secret club in Kamasaki district. An old geezer was nailed to the wall in an underground casino. If you think you're up for it, then let's solve this thing. Are you going to the first locked room?
Yes, please.
Oh, did we get trapped inside a locked room again?
Yes.
But
But
if
the
the
last
mystery
time.
isn't solved, then I won't escape this place. Trapped in a cramped room with these two. Sounds kind of fun, actually.
I know, I'm
I
down.
have no intention of playing along with your fantasies. Yuma, hurry up and take care of this.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
This is where I used Hilara's Forte with my coalescence for the first time. Post-cognition allowed us to see the crime scene as it was in the past. Some things were obviously different. those are most suspicious.
So this time, it was not the front door. It was the vent.
Here. I know. What about the vent?
You believe the culprit escaped through the vent?
Yes, I'm sure of it. When I saw the crime scene with your post-cognition, the screws on the four corners of the vent cover were removed. Which means the culprit must have escaped from there.
Oh, hello. How you doing?
How ludicrous.
Hi, how are you?
You're saying the culprit escaped from the vent? That's impossible.
What's preventing from that being the solution?
Poke him full of holes until he's a makeshift golf course.
That's hot.
What does that mean?
Only one key. Cool. I think some of our upgrades.
How
that.
ludicrous.
My time will cost you.
They used the vent.
Yes.
That's utterly impossible. Think of where that vent is. Isn't it pretty high up?
Yep.
There's no way you could get there. Even if the cover was removed. There's no foothold to use to reach it.
I'll slash through this mystery. Some of the nails stuck in the bottom of the vent were bent downward. The culprit used the nails driven into the wall as footing to reach the vent. The weight caused the nails to bend.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'll stop.
So you're forced to fight this way every time. Quite the test of endurance.
Yeah, no kidding.
However, solving the mystery itself was simple. The nails were used as footing to escape through the vent. Did you find that out using my post-cognition?
Yeah, without your help, this case would have been impossible to solve.
You'll never be considered a full-fledged detective until you can handle a case
Yeah, I mean,
like
we
this
kind of
on your
needed
own.
access to your forte here,
Sorry.
if nothing else.
You got lectured again. Sucks to be a rookie, huh?
Like, we're kind of, our forte is
Anyway,
kind of
let's
set up
act.
so that we kind
I'll
of
use the
need someone
nails on the
else
wall as
around
footing,
to,
just like you
like,
deduced.
leech off their abilities.
Right, let's hurry.
That's not creepy at all. Mildly meta. But boom. First locked room was definitely the
The
easiest.
Mystery Labyrinth. Such a bizarre place.
Wiggle.
I must ask, is there no way to escape besides solving the mysteries?
You mean like an emergency exit? Unfortunately, I don't think that exists.
An emergency exit, huh? Well, there is one, kinda.
There is?
But it doesn't solve anything. You'll just go right back to the mess you came from. Besides, to use the emergency exit, you'll have to pay a heavy, heavy price.
And that is...
Don't worry about it. Using it here wouldn't help anyway.
Foreshadowing.
So, never mind. Just concentrate on
what?
solving the mystery.
Got it.
There it is! Another treasure! So, who's gonna open the treasure chest this time? How about
Laura, clearly.
whoever looks like they'd win a character popularity poll? Oh, that's me!
Nice.
Alright! Another solution key!
So only the third one had no solution. We'll assume with a slender build could have used the nails as footing or escaped from the
Looks
back.
like another clue leading us toward the culprit.
Someone thin.
Considering the culprit used those nails as footing, they would have to be nimble.
Must be Jack be nimble.
And given the
I
size
hear
of
Jack
the vent,
be quick.
only someone thin could fit through it.
So the culprit must be thin.
Must have been Jack in the library with
We're
the
narrowing down the
candlestick.
possibilities quite nicely.
Keep it up, Master! This is all thanks to my training.
That's all of them.
That's it for all the locked rooms. We make a pretty good team. Don't you think so?
Well, what do we do from here?
Oh, hi, curtain. Hi, door.
I see. The way forward is clear. It must be due to solving all of the locked room mysteries. Now let's go.
Right.
Again, I gotta ask, who's supposed to be the protagonist here?
Now, I'm trying to remember what more is left. I mean, at the very least, we'll have the comic book section, and we'll have the one where we're charging through the trench section. Those are guaranteed. But I don't know how much more is left. Still, I don't want this to turn into like a 2.5, 3-hour episode, so we are going to leave it here for today. There might not be too much left, but, you know, at the very least we'll have the wrap-up at the end of the Mystery Labyrinth section anyways. So for now, thank you to everyone for joining me. I hope you had fun. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And I will see you all next time for some more Master Detective Archives Raincoat. Bye-bye. Ooh, nice hop there, bud.